Mr. Langston, please let the progressional begin. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the presentation of the colors by the East Valley High School JROTC, and remain standing for the national anthem.
Please be seated. My name is Kayla Crow, and I am the principal of East Valley High School. Join me on the stage are Superintendent John Sheehy, Assistant Superintendent Russ Hill, school board members Ray Wiseman and Seth Basford, Assistant Principals Michael Martone and Stephanie Torpy, and counselors Mrs. Dawn Young and Mr. Kenny Hales. In addition to these distinguished guests, I would like to take this opportunity to recognize and thank a special group of people who have worked diligently to provide the best education for each of the graduates being honored here tonight. They are a true family of dedicated, talented, and patient educators, and I am proud to work with them. Would the East Valley faculty and staff please stand and be recognized? Each year, the East Valley School District honors one of its staff members with the Crystal Apple Award. Here is Susie Morrow to present the award to this year's recipient.
Good evening, everyone, and congratulations to our 2019 graduates that are all here tonight. I am honored to be here to announce our 2018-2019 East Valley School District's Crystal Apple Award winner. This is an award created to honor and acknowledge one outstanding certificated educator each year. Thanks to our Crystal Apple Committee, this year's winner will be receiving a framed certificate, a beautiful engraved crystal apple, and a check for $1,250. This Crystal Apple Committee is made up of many local business owners and individual community members. I want us to pause for a moment and just thank those individuals for their generous donations and for all they do to support and recognize our teachers. Tonight, I have the privilege of presenting this award to this year's recipient, Ms. Carla Davis. I have worked with Ms. Davis for approximately 18 years. She is an outstanding teacher that exemplifies all the professional qualities that a master teacher would possess. But honestly, it's her caring and compassionate heart of gold that sets her apart. Ms. Davis is a strong leader within our staff at East Valley Elementary and our entire East Valley School District. Throughout the years, Carla has initiated being part of many leadership roles, such as building leadership team, school improvement focus team, and PLC leadership trainings. Her leadership involvement is also seen at the district level as a district mentor to many new teachers, a master teacher to student teachers, and she is a dedicated member of the district's teacher leadership cadre. Throughout her 36 years of experience, she has been a special education teacher and a fourth grade teacher. She has also spearheaded many community service projects in our East Valley community as well. We are so thankful for the wealth of knowledge and expertise that she brings to our district and the children of our community. As an educator, Ms. Davis teaches with so much heart and compassion to meet each of her students' unique and individual needs. I believe it is her positive attitude and her joyful personality that helps make lasting memories with her students and develop such wonderful rapport with parents and our entire staff. She understands the commitment and passion it takes to be a successful teacher. Her knowledge, hard work, dedication, and compassion are contagious. For all of those reasons and many more, I'm proud to present to you this year's 2018-2019 Crystal Apple Award recipient, Ms. Carla Davis.
So this is a little bit bigger than my fourth grade classroom, so be a little patient with me as I attempt to just share a few words with you. First, I want to thank Susie and let you all know that this is a deep honor to be here to receive this award. I'd like to thank my family. Our community is amazing. They give us, teachers and their children, such support on a daily basis, and we couldn't do our job without them. I also would like to thank our administrators and the teachers of East Valley School District who I'm honored to work with and learn from every day. There are a few very special people that I have to share this honor with. I work with an amazing team of ladies at fourth grade, as you guys know. So I have to share this with April Knauts and Diana Berger and Sandy Baum. I'm blessed to work with such dedicated and talented educators on a day in and day out basis. Class of 2019, congratulations. I am so proud of you. When I look back and remember you as fourth graders, I'm not surprised at what you've accomplished to date. As fourth graders, I remember you being excited to learn and you greeted each new day with enthusiasm. My fourth grade class of 2011, you have among you Alan, a talented artist, many athletes, including Mo, Taylor, Royal, Jimmy, and Dawson, a dancer, Michaela, a member of JROTC, Sean, two classmates in the top 10, Alexis and Zyra, a cheerleader, class president at Valedictorian, Miss Alexis Norman. You have given your time to service projects and are leaders in your school, involved in ASB, Family, Career, and Community Leaders Club, 4-H, Mr. East Valley, and East Valley High School leadership. Take pride in how far you have come and look forward to what comes next. East Valley School District's mission is to empower and inspire all in the pursuit of excellence. Or in the words of my 4th grade students, the job of East Valley School District staff is to give power to and encourage and set example for all students in the journey toward reaching their individual extreme awesomeness. I am proud to work with colleagues who provide accommodations, enrichments, and challenges designed to meet the needs of all, from our most struggling students to our top 10. Where students like my nephew Ben, who's graduating tonight, was not only given the opportunity, but expected to learn academically and socially. I just need to thank every teacher who touched him and his life as he progressed through school. We are extremely proud of him and know he would not be where he is without the education that he received here at East Valley and the teachers who had the heart and the compassion to do what they needed to individualize for his education. I would like to share a favorite poem with you written by Shel Silverstein. Listen to the mustn'ts, child. Listen to the don'ts. Listen to the shouldn'ts, the impossibles, the won'ts. Listen to the never haves. Then listen close to me. Anything can happen, child. Anything can be. Class of 2019, thank you for sharing your night with me. My heart is overfull. I can't wait to see what you're going to go out there and be. Thank you.
Congratulations, Carla. And now, the Senior Memory Slideshow created by Aubrey Metters and Ethan Sanderson. Tonight, we will hear from 5 students representing the senior class. First, Salutatorian Hannah Lyon.
All right. Hello, everybody. It's an honor to stand before you today, and I just want to say that I'm so proud of the East Valley class of 2019. We have accomplished so much, and I know that we all have great futures ahead of us. I want to keep my time up here short today, so I would just like to start by giving some credit where credit is due. First, to all of our parents, grandparents, and any other guardians in our lives, thank you. You have raised us, loved us, and helped us through both our highs and our low points. To all of our friends sitting in the stands, thank you. The memories we share with you are priceless. To all of our teachers and administrators, thank you. You have been our source of information and guidance these past 13 years, and we're truly grateful for the time, energy, and attention you have invested in our lives. This day is not only an accomplishment for the graduates, but also for our teachers. It's a celebration of your achievements in getting us here. So class of 2019, as you look to the peers around you and the seats that are filled around this building, I hope you understand that each seat is filled with people who love and support you. We are each blessed to have the support systems that we have. These people who surround us today are those who we share memories with and those who we can rely on for strength and encouragement. As you go from here tonight, continue to lean on these people. Even though we are all going our separate ways, we are all building our futures on the solid foundation that we have had at East Valley. My hope and prayer for you is that you do your best and that whatever you do in life, you seek to do what is right. Remember who you are and where you have come from, and know that you can always come back to the many people who fill these seats, who love and support you. So congratulations, guys, we made it. I am so thankful for the memories that I share with you, and I'm excited to see all that you accomplish in your life. Go Devils.
Thank you, Hannah. Our next speakers are all valedictorians. Morgan Baum, Alexis Norman, Juliana Romo, and Ellie Seibel.
Good evening, faculty, friends, family, and class of 2019. Thank you for joining us for this special occasion. I'd like to start with where it all began, elementary school, when we thought changing your card from yellow to red was the end of the world. For most of us, this was either Terrace Heights Elementary, East Valley Elementary, or Moxie Elementary. The year was 2006 when we entered kindergarten, and a lot has changed since then. People still had to click 3 times to type the letter C, and the very first iPhone wouldn't come out for another year. The Seahawks were still without a Lombardi trophy, and Razor scooters were how we transported ourselves from one place to another. Chicken Little had just come out in the last year, and Cars was coming soon. The top 3 songs were We Belong Together by Mariah Carey, Gold Digger by Kanye West, and Don't Ya by the Pussycat Dolls, all of which I listened to last week. If you went to Terrace Heights, you would remember the school catching on fire and then flooding a year later. Or you'll remember that wall ball was the only respectable recess game, and whoever played the big marimba in Mr. Carey's music class was top dog. If you went to Moxie, you'll remember instead the ramen noodle slide on field days, or that if you were going to be a part of Joey's dance club, you had to wear purple Converse. And if you transferred to East Valley Elementary, you'll remember calling no ropesies in tetherball, or a story about some girl breaking both her arms from falling off the monkey bars at recess. Despite coming from different elementary schools, we all still shared a bond of calling East Valley our home, and that is something that cannot be taken from us. Thank you.
Before I start, I would just like to dedicate this speech to my cousin Haley, who has shown me immense strength and perseverance over the past 9 months, and who has also fought very hard to be here today. I love you, Haley Grace. Class of 2019, we did it. We're here, and it is absolutely 100% unreal. For the past 13 years, we have known each other, each year making more and more memories with new people joining us on our journey, and now it has come to an end. Today will probably be the last day all of us are together in one room. It will be the last day I ever see some of you again, and that is so bittersweet. Now, since Morgan talked about elementary, it is only fitting that I talk about middle school. Middle school was something else. For me, in 6th grade, my hair was short and always in pigtails, and I never shut up about One Direction. Most of the guys were hitting puberty and the once hilarious voice cracks, changing from 4'8" to 6'2" with mustaches. Everything was constantly changing. We were just trying to find where we fit in. I remember our first social and all of us thinking that we needed to find dates. Then, in 7th grade, we thought we knew who we were and where we belonged. I also remember how annoyed we all were with the new 6th graders, even though we were them 5 minutes ago. Finally, we became 8th graders, the biggest fish in our tiny little pond. We knew everything. We were the best of the best. We made so many memories during this year, from not being able to take our trip to Seattle, shout out to class of 2018, as well as kids jumping off bridges and breaking their leg. Our 8th grade year, our class finally became united. Personally, I will never forget our middle school years, discovering who we were individually and who we would become as a class. We entered East Valley Central from 3 different elementary schools, and 3 years later, we left with a bond that could not be broken. Class of 2019, we will always have that bond no matter where life takes us. Thank you for all of the memories, and good luck.
Once again, good evening, and thank you all for being here tonight. Class of 2019, how are we feeling tonight? Okay. As I stand here in front of you all, I am overwhelmed with a culmination of emotions, but 2 seem to stand out the most. The first is excitement because we finally made it. The second is fear because we finally made it. It's interesting, though, that we experienced these same emotions exactly 1,383 days ago, and yes, I did the math like a true valedictorian, when we walked through the doors of East Valley High School as freshmen. We were oblivious to what the next 4 years were going to present to us. We got to experience and witness so many incredible things like dances, football games, Sarah Torrey's dad jokes that we hate to admit are actually funny, and the group of boys that recreated the Jingle Bell Rock routine from Mean Girls during our winter assembly. Like many other teenagers, we were faced with difficult obstacles as well. We perhaps experienced heartbreak, felt like the whole world was against us, and we were having a difficult time trying to discover who we truly are, even though most of us still don't know. Despite the good and the bad times, we found people who would make our days a little brighter, and we were lucky enough to have some amazing teachers that positively influenced our lives, some of which have come, and some of which we have lost. All of these aspects have truly made EVHS our home. However, if we are going to reflect on these past 4 years, we cannot just focus on our experiences within our own little school, but we have got to look at the changes and events in society which influenced us as well. For example, within these last 4 years, we mourned the loss of Harambe. We debated and argued over whether we could hear Laurel or Yanni. It was Laurel, by the way. One Direction tragically broke up. Keep your head up, Zyra! And the Kardashians reinforced their dynasty with the birth of 6 new members. Of course, our society also witnessed more serious issues like political changes and spikes in climate change. All of these factors made our class reflect, and it bonded us as we accepted each other's differences and embraced our diversity. I truly believe that the hallways of EVHS have never seen and will never see another class like the class of 2019. And not just because our school is under construction. I mean, what other class has a student who enjoyed body slamming into not only one, but 2 trucks in our very own parking lot? Underclassmen, you can thank Efren for the new rule added to the handbook. Or who else has a student who thought it would be fun to hop off the bridge in Terrace Heights, consequently breaking his foot? Not to mention our class has a pretty unique Bible group. You guys know what I'm talking about. Not only that, but our class is filled with some of the most selfless leaders, some of which have raised tens of thousands of dollars for local healthcare facilities, and others who made it their mission to make kindness normal. There is no doubt in my mind that we left a huge mark on East Valley High School, one that cannot be covered. I want to conclude my speech by saying thank you. It has truly been an honor to have shared these past 4 years, 7 years, and even 13 years with you all. You guys have given me memories that I will forever cherish. Always remember that it does not matter where we are in life or what crazy adventures we're tackling. We will always be devils till we die. Thank you.
Good evening once again, staff, family, friends, and my fellow graduates. I know that you've already heard 4 of these, so I'll try to keep this short and most importantly sweet. Since we were young, we've been told to just wait. Just wait until you get to middle school and you have 7 classes a day. Just wait until you get to high school and you can't turn in any late work or retake any tests. Just wait until your junior year. It is by far the hardest. Just wait until your senior year. Then you'll really understand what it's like to have senioritis. Just wait until you're out in the real world, when you have to pay your own bills and make your own decisions. Just wait until these speeches are over. Then you'll get your diplomas. Well, class of 2019, you don't have to wait any longer. Well, except for that last one, you do have to wait for the speeches to be over. But anyways, after tonight, whatever we want to happen, we can make happen. Like my favorite author, Dr. Seuss, once said, you have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. Every experience and every mentor we have had thus far has prepared us for this stage in our life, as we are propelled into the adult world. We might not land on our feet at first. Some may roll an ankle or scrape their knee or maybe just flat out land on their face. But that's okay, because over the past 13 years, we have been taught how to pick ourselves back up. It might feel scary and overwhelming at times, just as we felt when we would take that first glance at a test and couldn't even remember how to spell our names. Or when KMO assigned that last huge project and we didn't know if we could battle the senioritis any longer. But everything will pass, and there is no doubt that you will get through it. Life is full of trial and error, success and failure, and you can never have one without the other. But remember that the highs will always overcome the lows. We have gone past all of the just waits and have done so with flying colors. Now we are here ready to go our separate ways as we close this chapter in our lives. It is our choice as to what we write on the next page, so make the best of it. There's no doubt that everyone's next page will be different, but remember, we always have our Red Devil home to cheering us on. We have become one big family, and that is something that will never change. Staff, family, friends, and community members, thank you so much for your endless love and support over the past 13 years. And to the class of 2019, thank you all for the lifelong memories. I love you all, and I just can't wait to see all of the amazing things you will do. Thank you.
Let's give one more round of applause for our salutatorian and valedictorians. And now, a special musical performance by senior class vocalists Abigail Klukowski and Lana Rich-Shanaman, who will be singing a medley, Found Tonight, by Lin-Manuel Miranda and Ben Platt.
Check. We may not yet have reached our glory, but I will gladly join the fight. And when our children tell their stories, they'll tell the story of tonight. They'll tell the story of tonight. Tonight.
Have you ever felt like nobody was there? Have you ever felt forgotten in the middle of nowhere? Have you ever felt like you could disappear, like you could fall and no one would hear?
Well, let that lonely feeling wash away. Maybe there's a reason to believe you'll be okay. 'Cause when you don't feel strong enough to stand, you can reach out your hand and
There's a glass to freedom, something they can never take away. No matter what they tell you,
someone will come running to take you home.
There's a glass to all of us. Tomorrow there'll be more of us, telling the story of tonight.
Out of the shadows, the morning is breaking, and all is new.
All is new.
All is new.
It's only a matter of time. Even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. So let the sun come streaming in, 'cause you'll reach up and you'll rise again. If you only look around,
you will be found.
and when our children tell their stories,
You will be found.
they'll tell the story of tonight.
Whoa.
No matter what they tell you,
Tomorrow there'll be more of us,
telling the story of tonight. The story of tonight.
One of the honor traditions at East Valley High School is to recognize the top academic seniors at graduation. Here to present the awards to our distinguished scholars and their parents, Superintendent Mr. John Sheehy. Parents, please come down as your child's name is called to share in this honor. The distinguished scholars of the class of 2019 in alphabetical order are Morgan Baum, daughter of Jason and Sandy Baum. She is planning to attend Eastern Washington University and major in nursing to become a neonatal nurse practitioner. Sara Garcia Rios, daughter of Emilio and Antonio Garcia. She is planning to attend the University of Washington to major in human biology to become a surgeon. Hannah Lyon, daughter of Rick and Amy Lyon. She is planning to attend Colorado Christian University in the fall to major in secondary English or history education. Carly Monteith, daughter of Eric and Julie Monteith. She is planning to attend Eastern Washington University and major in psychology and early childhood development. Alexis Norman, daughter of Annie Norman and Aaron and Jennifer Norman. She plans to attend the University of Washington in Seattle and major in psychology to become a child psychologist. Ashley Rabadon Osario, daughter of Maria and Gregorio Rabadon. She is planning to finish her prerequisites for nursing at YVCC, then transfer to Washington State University. Juliana Romo, daughter of Rodrigo and Eugenia Romo. She is planning to attend Washington State University to pursue a career as a pediatric oncology nurse practitioner. Stephanie Roscoe, daughter of David and Marlene Roscoe. She is planning to attend the University of Montana in the fall to pursue a double major in wildlife biology and music. Ellie Seibel, daughter of Casey Seibel and Mindy Seibel. She is planning to attend the Washington State University Honors College, majoring in nursing, with hopes to become a neonatal nurse practitioner while minoring in Spanish. Noah Stevens, son of Lau and Danielle Stevens. He plans to attend a university to obtain a degree in engineering and hopefully change the world someday, which I am sure he will. Congratulations, distinguished scholars. It is my pleasure to welcome counselors Mrs. Dawn Young and Mr. Ken Hales, who will announce the scholarship recipients.
Can we go? All right, if we could have everybody please hold their applause until all the names have been read. Natalie Andreas. Amanda Ossink. Please stand, graduates, if I call your name. Emma Barfus. Brittany Barragan. Connor Batali. Morgan Baum. Alicia Baumbach. Haley Benedetti. Joshua Bilski. All of them. Irandi Caro. You want to take it over?
Jocelyn Castro, Amy Cruz, Brandon De Leon, Sierra Floyd, Zara Garcia Rios, Adrian Guerrer, Kelly Kilpatrick, Kendall Locke, Hannah Lyon, Aaron Malloy, Carly Monteith.
Alexis Norman, Elena Quiros, Ashley Rabadon Osorio, Benjamin Race, Juliana Romo, Norman Sarandi, Stephanie Roscoe, Ethan Sanderson, Bryden Shebner, Ellie Seibel, Noah Stevens,
Flora Torres, Gabriel Trujillo, Vanessa Uribe, Victoria Vaca, Madeline Villarreal, Kara Willett, Chloe Wright. Thank you.
Here are your class of 2019 scholarship recipients. Let's give them a round of applause.
This year, the members of the senior class had the opportunity to vote for a staff speaker. Please welcome Mr. Nick Salutatorian to the stage.
A wise man once said, "If I don't do my job, then I get fired. If I get fired, then I can't pay back my student loans. If I can't pay back my student loans, I can't afford to eat. If I can't eat, I die." That wise young man was me on the first day of school. And, well, I'm still employed and still eating. Here we are, 180 days later, and I can honestly say that I am so honored and humbled to have been chosen to speak at your graduation. Having said that, I need to briefly scold all of you. You guys had the choice to pick any one of these highly qualified and experienced teachers to be your graduation speaker and deliver you some inspiring message to send you off into the real world. Instead, you thought it would be funny to choose the least qualified one of them all to speak in front of your families, my colleagues, our administrators, superintendents, and school board members. So, blame them if you do not like this speech. They chose me. In all seriousness, it is such an honor for me to be up here, and I hope that I can do this speech some justice, because you all truly deserve that. So here goes nothing. When I heard that I'd been chosen to give this speech, I had a mini panic attack. I spent many days thinking and asking my friends and colleagues what sort of wisdom I could offer, considering that I am only 4 or 5 years older than most of you. As I thought more about it, I realized that maybe this speech did not have to be me giving you some life lesson to take away, but rather a sincere thank you. I was hired and brought here to teach you, but in reality, it was all of you who taught me so much throughout the year. I'm grateful for all that you have taught me, but I have to admit many of the lessons did not come easily. Many of them came through my mistakes and embarrassing moments, which you never let me get away with. Let me give you some examples. One of the biggest lessons you taught me in my first few months here was about food. Many of you were so eager to share your family's recipes with me. I'm not sure if it was because you wanted to show me about your family and culture, or because you felt bad for me, because I just really didn't know how to cook anything else besides Italian sausage in a pan and chicken in the Instant Pot. Regardless of the reason, I was treated to several fantastic home-cooked meals. The first time I had a homemade tamale was an incredible learning experience. When handed my first tamale, I thought it looked very gross with this weird-looking hard exterior. No offense, Noe. But I trusted my student and nearly took my first bite. Luckily, Eddie Juarez walked in just as I was about to bite down and shouted for me to stop, explaining that I needed to take the corn husk off before eating the tamale. Can you say uncultured? In all seriousness, those tamales were so good, and I'm so glad that I am in Yakima so I can enjoy such delicious and unique food. So thank you to those of you who shared your amazing food and family recipes with me and gave me suggestions on new foods and restaurants to try. It was so fun and helped me become a better cook and get familiar with my new home. Also, thank you to Eddie for saving me from eating a corn husk. A challenging thing about moving across the country is that it is truly difficult to meet new people. Despite my efforts to randomly walk up to people and say, "Hello, I'm Nick, and I just moved here from Buffalo. I have no friends. You look nice and relatively normal. Do you want to be my friend?" My afternoons and weekends were fairly uneventful and lonely at times. To remedy this issue, I did what any person would do. I bought an Amazon Alexa to fill the empty void in my life. Every Monday morning, my classes had a tradition of talking about our weekends and all the interesting things we did outside of school, like drinking water. Alexa changed those Monday morning stories forever. Instead of telling you guys about my sad weekend full of movie watching and Xbox, Our Monday morning weekend reports came to life as I began to start my journey with her. My Fridays were now much more exciting, especially when I found out about all the fun things Alexa and I could do together. Now, I know I probably sound horribly weird and disturbed at this point in my speech, but this was a sad reality in my life for a while, and, like I said before, blame them. Aside from my weekends with Alexa, being with you guys every day made my transition and assimilation into Yakima so much easier. Whether or not you wanted to, you were forced to see me every day of the week. Even if the feeling was not mutual, I looked forward to seeing all of you every day because you were the closest things that I had to family. So thank you for being so welcoming to me. You helped make this place home. Another thing I learned very quickly from you guys this year is that many of you refused to call me by my real last name. At the beginning of the year, a few of you had trouble pronouncing Salutatorian. It's really not that hard. So a handful of you took it among yourselves to call me every name possible that sounds similar or not similar at all to my real name. I have a record of some of the names you called me throughout the year, some of which I probably shouldn't say in front of your parents. Here are some of the most common ones, though. Mr. Stampshire, Mr. Nicholson, Mr. Nickelback, Mrs. Pitzel, Mrs. Weinberg, Mr. Salamander, Mr. Johnson, Mr. Sanitary, Steve, Flick Longjohn, Mr. Cemetery, Mr. Sanctuary, and I think you guys get the picture. The sad part is that I responded to most of them the entire year. This relationship went both ways, as I assigned all of you your own unique nicknames to help me remember who you were at the beginning of the year. Some of those nicknames stuck the entire year, just as all of my names did. Here are a few to jog your memory. Derek North, Dirty Boots. Ethan Wiseman, Wheaton. Jimmy Shersley, Slim Jim, and Jimothy. And finally, Cirillo Garcia, who had several. Sriracha, Ceviche, Cereal, and Cirillo. It's funny how something so small and insignificant can enhance a learning environment so much to allow me to have fun and look forward to every class with all of you. So, from Mr. Sanitation's heart to yours, thank you for all these laughs. Andy Bernard said in the last episode of The Office, "I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you've actually left them." Class of 2019, you might not know it now, but these days will be looked back upon as the good old days. Although so many exciting events and amazing life achievements lie ahead of you, nothing will ever compare to the amazing memories and laughs from the time you spent with each other. For me personally, as stressful as the first year of teaching was supposed to be, you guys made coming to work each day something that I looked forward to and was excited about. And I hope you regard your time in this incredible district as some of your good old days. Out of all the classes that I have taught in my career, I can confidently say that your class is by far the best I have ever taught. You've taught me so much about Yakima and even more about myself. I cannot thank you enough for the wisdom and memories that you have instilled in me this year. They will stick with me the rest of my life. When I first arrived here, 3,000 miles away from my family and friends and everyone that I had ever known, people kept asking me why I chose Yakima. As much as I truly love it here and all that this area has to offer, that question to this day is still very hard for me to explain, but I think I'm starting to make sense of it. I'm not a big believer in fate or destiny, but I can confidently say that after spending a year at East Valley, that all of you are the reason that I ended up here. My dad, who is also a teacher, told me that the single most important thing we can do as educators is make connections with our students. He said that strong rapport with your students is key to having a positive and productive learning environment. I've strived to do that with so many of you, and it has made this year so incredibly fun, special, and memorable. This is what makes goodbye so hard. Class of 2019, you were my first Yakima family. I'm so lucky to have had the privilege to get to know you. So thank you from the bottom of my heart, and good luck with your next steps, whatever they may be.
I thought I was off the hook this year, that I wouldn't cry during the graduation speech because I wasn't speaking, but I was very wrong. Let's give Mr. Salutatorian another big round of applause. Okay, deep breath, graduates. School Board of Directors, Superintendent Sheehy, Assistant Superintendent Hill, faculty and staff, family, friends, and community members, the students sitting before you have met all the requirements of the East Valley School District, and I am proud to say are ready to receive their diplomas. I am also proud to have served as your principal. School board members, please come forward for the presentation of diplomas. Presenting their classmates as they receive their diplomas are the senior class officers who will be taking turns reading this evening. Aubrey Metters, Activities Coordinator, Chloe Wright, Secretary, Treasurer Lindsay Camacho, Vice President Ethan Sanderson, and President Alexis Norman. Would the front row of seniors please rise? Alexis Norman will begin the presentation of the class.
Okay, so here's yours, right?
All right, perfect. And then that'll be for the next person. All right.
Abigail May Klukowski. Zaira Garcia Rios. Stephanie Leanne Roscoe. Brandon John De Leon. Bryce Glenn. Ashley Rabadon Osario. Carly Karen Monteith. Adanelli Barragon. Elena Aliyah Quiros. Noah Michael Stevens. Juliana Romo. Enrique Samuel Cervantes. Connor Michael Batali. Haley Grace Benedetti. Ellie Ryan Seibel. Hannah Faye Lyon. Madeline Nicole Villarreal. Nathaniel Lee Andreas. Morgan Leah Baum. Ethan Charles Herschel. Sabina May Morgan. Riker James Ozuna. Annika Camilla Reyna. Bryden Faith Scheibner. Brittany Alejandra Barragon. Courtney Jean Walsh. Kendall Elizabeth Locke. Alyssa Brianne Koenig. Erin Kathleen Malloy. Zoe Ray Harding. Trinity Vegas Lee Grajeda. Cassidy Rain Bass. Lindsay Labrie Camacho. Aubrey Lynn Metters. Flora Isabel Torres. Brendan Del Schoen. Isaiah Marcos Salinas. Ethan Cole Sanderson.
Chloe Lynn Wright. Emma Gordon. Chloe Suzanne Gallen. Megan Annette Lee. Bailey Ray Pauling. Avery Mary Austin. Camille Marie Anderson. Savannah Nicole Dietz. Timothy Williams Jr. Vanessa Pauline Uribe. Micah Ray. Haley Hutron Ford. Johnny Israel Lopez. Lana Rayanne Ridge Shanneman. Joshua David Lau. Sierra Danielle Floyd. Keenan Gage Wilson. Alan Castillo. Megan K. McGuire. Albert Amina. Amanda Josephine Ossing. Caesar Martaya. Erin Nicole Brumley. Dane Keegan Harris Bear. Destiny Danielle Gottschalk. Quentin Cooper Paget. Natalie Lauren Andreas. Stephen James Parker. Lexiana Alvarado. Royal David Jones. Coden Scahan. Derek Anthony North. Dawson Leon Waterbury. Drew Scott Davis. Taryn Mackenzie Drayden Start. Eduardo Daniel Juarez. Monasia Ann Garza Everhart. Taylor Renee Coleman. Savannah Nicole Jorgensen.
Alexis Yanita Rivera. Kayla Rayanne Mitchell. Nancy Delgado. Jesselyn Carrillo. Noel Tomas Saucedo. Esmeralda Garcia. Maria Carmen Alvarez. Salma Nayeli Suazo. Annabelle Martinez. Jocelyn Castro. Irandi Caro. Maya Bradley Ramaiki. Dulce Isabel Avila. Haley Marie McLaughlin. Samantha H. Valdez. Naomi Alexis Morphine. Shayla Garibaldo. Alicia Juanita Bombach. Riley D. Fisher. Alexander Lloyd Longland. Emily Sage Hallman. Anthony Alexander Padilla. Wyatt James Catron. Chano Yervina Gomez. Kyle Clark Bauckham.
Elizabeth Hennessy Palomares. Kira Nicole Willett. Non Mendoza. Madison Ann Walker. Fabi Kirby. Nicholas Roy Robert Evans. Kyler Rock Vanacek. Joshua Alexander Lantis. Trent Mikhail Smith. Zachary Michael Osborne. Christopher Lane Garcia. Efren Guerrero. Kyler Scott Kurtzinger. Jason Avila.
Oh, did you flip it? Where's the page? I can't find the page.
Where's the next part?
Okay, there we go. Brock Richard Valikoff. Sharon Giselle Castaneda. Nathan Alexander Iriostigi. Sean Dillian Thomas. Chase Raymond Warren. Benjamin Keith Race. Giovanni Arturo Martinez. Miranda L. Pedersen. Eduardo Jose Silva. Taylor Monroe Dutton. Xavier David Viafon. Trevin Leif Russell. Armando R. Guzman Jr. Samuel Myers. Angel Jaime Lopez. Esteban Noe Saldana. Osvaldo Cruz. Norman DeCarlos Sarandi. Christian Perez. Angelina Rose Triggs. Braden Newell. Kaylee Janae Muir. Braden Dennis Corey Trevino. Morgan Sonny Ray Hernandez Staples. Andrew Christopher Anderson. Rebecca June Phelps. Benjamin Michael Lunning. Lucio Joaquin Camarillo. Caden Ryan Anderson. Jeremy Donex Jokella. Lizette Guzman. Christopher F. Lopez. Monica Alexandra Garcia. Amy Cruz. Caitlin Lopez Cardenas. Emma Lee Barfus. Esteban Diaz. Jordan Mackenzie Crook. Berto Rivera Lopez.
Annika Rose Konar. Edgar Fabian Lopez. Edgar Villanueva Chavez. Jose Gabriel Valencia Jr. Levi Stephen Hangeveld. Adrian A. Guerrera. Cody Michael Hangeveld. Kyle Jordan Wright. Isabella Mariah Johnson. Micah Andrew Julius Schultz. Sabrina Kelly Jones. Gabriel Garcia Trujillo. Nadine Lorraine Orlando. Brandon Betancourt. Michaela Marie Gail Sisson. Andre Valentino Suman. Malachi Jordan Lee Garcia. Ariana Eileen Castillo. Michael Anthony Ramirez. Hiba Bassam Al-Sarma. Cirilla Diaz Garcia. Andrea Perez Luna. Victoria Vaca. Matthew Salazar. Kelly Madison Kilpatrick. Tanner Marvin Foster. Ethan Cole Wiseman. Brandon Aaron Buckles. Isaiah Eli Soto. Michael Kim Mesler. Brian K. Jones. Joshua Benjamin Bilski. Caleb Allen Lee Miller. Brandon Lee Johnson. Alonzo Alexander Anaya. Dathan Heron. Eric Michael Church. Jaden Dale Haskins. Jaron J. Grant. Alexis Christine Norman.
Alright. Class of 2019, that was the end. And now it is time for us to go our separate ways. But before we do, I want to leave you with this. Wherever you go, go with all of your heart. Class of 2019, please stand. Take your tassel from your right and move it to your left. We have now graduated.
Break it.
Give me a second, I need to get my story straight. My friends are in the bathroom getting higher than the Empire State. My lover, she's waiting for me just across the bar. My seat's been taken by some sunglasses, asking about a scar. And I know I gave it to you months ago. I know you're trying to forget, but between the drinks and subtle things, the holes in my apologies, you know, I'm trying hard to take it back. So if by the time the bar closes and you feel like falling down, I'll carry you home tonight. We are young, so let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun tonight. We are young, so let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun. Now I know that I'm not all that you got. I guess that I just thought maybe we could find new ways to fall apart. But our friends are back, so let's raise a toast. 'Cause I found someone to carry me home tonight. We are young, so let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun tonight. We are young, so let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun. So let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun tonight. We are young, so let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun. So if by the time the bar closes and you feel like falling down, I'll carry you home tonight.
Haley Snyder, your purse is on this stage. It's been turned in. Haley Snyder, your purse is on the stage.